May 19, 2006. Exactly 13 years ago to the day, the students of Enrichment Academy Preschool in Saybrook walked across the graduation bridge, promoting from preschool to elementary school. In that moment, several of us began our walk as Ridgeview's class of 2019, and we've made it through every storm that has crossed our path together. When we walked through the doors of Ridgeview Elementary School, a lot of us didn't know each other. Throughout kindergarten, however, we made friends and made up games together that others probably wouldn't understand. We would often get in trouble for playing bumper cars on the blue swings, or for wearing purple plastic teeth and pretending to be a vampire while chasing people around the playground. Sometimes we would even pick on each other, but we learned to apologize and continue to be friends through these small storms. Once first grade rolled around, we knew how school worked, although we realized we would never be done making friends because we would be in different classes and sometimes new kids would move to Ridgeview. Other kids would also move away, but we continued to have fun together. However, when some people in Mrs. Ayers' class got a little too rowdy for a substitute during lunch recess one day, everyone's cards got turned to yellow. Even those of us who sat there doing nothing, like innocent little angels. No, I'm not still bitter. In second grade, for Mrs. Bird's class, our path went in a new direction. This marked a historic time at Ridgeview. We had the school's first ever smartboard. Once it was all ready to be used, Mrs. Burt showed us how to take lunch count, and class got way more interesting. One time we even had to tell a substitute to call a janitor when they wrote on it with dry erase marker. Our biggest challenge that year, however, was solving the garden plants mystery. It was the first year we were allowed to go out to the garden, and at some point along the line, we noticed the plants were being destroyed. Tyler led us an investigation where we used our super sleuth skills to deduce that they were being cut by pieces of broken glass found in the garden. We did find the culprit and watched him cut the plants in front of our eyes. It was Tyler. In third grade, we started switching classrooms for science and social studies to get ready for junior high. Whether we were enjoying Check It Out with Miss Sands or reading Harriet the Spy with Mrs. House, learning was never hard to do. By that point, too, becoming friends was simple. Michaela still remembers turning to me on a random day in class and asking if I wanted to be her best friend. We were inseparable, as most friends are in third grade. In fact, the hardest part about that year was being introduced to division, but we made it through that storm no problem. During fourth grade, we really had to grow up. It's the most challenging grade in elementary school, mainly because everything had to be written in cursive at that time. The best parts, though, were reading time and writing poetry with Mrs. Meyer, not to mention birthday parties where we stayed up so late that we ended screaming at water bottles. Yes, that was me. But fifth grade was the best. Finally, we were the oldest and coolest kids in elementary school. Some of the guys were in fact so cool that they began their YouTube channel, the Random Bros, who still make videos today. There were also many days when the power went out in the school that year, and we always made the best of it and had a blast doing class in the dark. The most difficult times in fifth grade were failing projects because we didn't know how Rubik's worked yet, and not being able to chew gum. That was a new path for junior high. What a lovely time junior high was. Not really. Junior high is never much fun for anyone. It's an entirely different world of classes, and the drama almost never ends. It wasn't all bad, though. Being able to go to different classrooms with different teachers was often more exciting than sitting in one classroom all day, and we had more activities to do outside of school as well. But that's all it seems we're able to remember. I don't know if it was uneventful or so traumatic that we just erased it all from our memories, but it's just not there as much in our minds. The real journey came in high school as we discovered who we truly were and what we wanted to become. The path got cloudier, and it was harder to press on through the reins of advancing academics and relationships, while also forming opinions and planning for our future. The first 3 years prepared and shaped us to conquer our senior year. As freshmen, we had to learn how high school worked, how to balance our activities, schoolwork, and social life all together, as well as attempt to befriend the upperclassmen and not annoy them too much. Our sophomore year, we knew how everything worked, and it was our job to work harder and get better at it. We put our all into everything, and sometimes it hurt when it came to an end. Junior year is the year of tests and a whole lot of work. It's no wonder we were often cranky with each other because we had a lot of pressure to succeed. And yet, as the winds blew against us, we pushed on and made it out together. And then it was our senior year, the culmination of everything we had worked through together so far. We had so many hopes and dreams for how we would tackle this year and what legacy we would leave behind us. And once it came, we worked so hard. Everyone before us had said that this was going to be our easiest year and it was just about having fun. But for us, it was so much harder. We took the difficult classes and chose to be leaders in our activities. On top of all that, our lives outside of school went insane as we battled with college decisions and preparation, becoming legal adults, broken legs, bedrooms catching on fire, cars breaking down, extreme record-breaking cold temperatures, flooding, mononucleosis, and so much more I can't fit into a speech. But we made it. We're here, guys. And we didn't just coast our way through. We took our chances, grabbed hands, and stepped into the lightning and thunder each time it threatened us. We made it through everything the storm has thrown at us together as a team, and we're stronger because of it. And even though in just a little while we will take our final walk as the class of 2019, the memories of what we've accomplished together won't be forgotten. 13 years of friendship, collaboration, and love with the same people shape you into the person you are, and that can never be erased. So to conclude, I want to leave you all with a song, because that's just who I am. Both my grandpa and my mom sang the song at their high school graduations, so I wanted to continue the tradition. As we walk out those doors together one last time, just remember everything we've been through. Although we are separating, we have to keep walking through life. Just keep hope and our memories in your heart, and you will never walk alone.